Good morning, Internet. This is Alex the Sudokus, and it is Monday, the 25th of October 2021, and we're going to do another New York Times hard Sudoku using Snyder notations. So let's have a look. I can see a 3 there, pair of 3s there, 3s are over here. Oh no, not here. Here. 3's over here as well. So let's go back to the 1s. So to start, I like to scan the numbers from 1 to 9 and see where they are located in each of the boxes. If there are 2 possible candidates, I like to pencil mark them in. If they are less than that, well, we know where the number goes. And if they're more than that, we leave it alone, which is the Snyder notation methodology. Anyway, I noticed the 1s are locked on rows 1 and 2 in this box. And in here as well, because that can't be a 1, which means the 1 has to be on row 1 in box 3. So we're going to bear that in mind. Also, we're going to bear in mind that these are 2s and 3s because the 2 and 3s are blocking these 2 cells. So these are, in fact, 5 and 9s. We can solve it because of the 5 over there, which gives me a pair of 5s. 9 isn't giving me a lot to work with, but I do know the 9's are actually locked in these 2 cells because of this 9 locking a pair of 9's over there. Okay, let's go back to the 2's for a second. Can we do more of the 2's? I don't think I can. Okay, so 3's we've done. 4 is locked over here because of these 2 4's, which unlocks a 1, which means the 1's are now locked in these 2 cells. We like that. Okay, 4's. Can we do more with the 4's? Yes, we can. We've got a few 4's just lurking around. We like that. We now have a pair of 5's here, which means this is a pair of 5's. 5, 5, 5. Can't see any more. So 6's are locked with the 1's. So that means we have a 1, 6 pair here. And on the row, we've got 5, 7, and 8 missing. We've got a 7 here. Nothing else that I can see. 1, 6, 4, 1, 6, 4. Unfortunately, we haven't got anything locked on this row or this column within this box. So we're going to carry on. And let's go for the 7's. 7. Have we got anything on the 7? Surprisingly, no. 8's are not looking promising. I do have a pair of 8's here because this 8 locks the 8's down there. Anything else? 9's. 9's are not giving me much to work with. So we have done our first scan of the puzzle and solved a few numbers. I'm going to reward myself with a bit of tissue to blow my nose. So, one moment, please. Okay, so now that I've done our first scan, what I like to do normally is to have a look at the weak areas. And by weak areas, I mean anywhere like the rows or columns or boxes that have 4 or less numbers to be deduced, basically. So the weakest area is definitely here, and it's 1, 6, and something because I've got the pencils 1 and 6 there, and incidentally 1 and 6 can't go in this cell. So this must be where the third number goes, and the third number is a 7. So we've got ourselves a 7, which unlocks a pair of 7's there, which unlocks a 7 here because these are pointing 7's, 7 here and 7 there. And that tells me there's another pair of 7's down at the bottom. Pair of 7's over here as well, with this 7, that 7, and that 7. So this is a 4-7 pair. So no other numbers can go in them, basically, because if the 3 goes in there, I've got 4 and 7 locked in the same cell, which is not possible. So if the 3 in place, we can solve the 3 and the 2. So actually, before we finish up, 4 and 7, do they definitely do nothing else? No, they don't. Okay, so we managed to place a 3, which doesn't do us any good. What about this 3 here? It tells me there's another 3 at the bottom because of these 2 3s and that 3 there. So that 3 solves another 3 up top. And I think that sort of 3 is done. Then we are going to look at a 4 for a second. Oops, got a pair of 4s over here. And is that all we can do with the 4s? I think it is. And I'm going to rewind back to the 2 that we placed earlier. This is something I've not been doing much lately, so I want to get into a habit of doing it again. So 2 unlocks a pair of 2s over there. I think that's it. What are these? These are 5s and 8s. Not resolvable. Okay. So nothing we can do with the 2. So I'm going to rewind back to the 1 and 6, or maybe even the 7. I think we've done all we can with the 7. Okay, so this 4-7 pair, does that do anything for us? Yes, it does. It forces a pair of 1s in these 2 cells because this 1 blocks it. So that means the 1s are over here as well. And that's all I can say about that, really. Okay. Anything interesting going on in these 4 cells? We're missing 2, 5, 8, and 9. 2, 5, 8, and 9. No, I can't do anything with that. Okay. So that's all I can do with this weak area. So let's have a look at a different weak area. What takes my fancy? Well, actually, this is a triple, so I'm going to pencil mark in this 5, 7, and 8. May come in handy later. When it comes to triples in a box, it's generally okay to pencil mark them in. Let's have a look at this. What is this? This is 7, 8, 9. 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay. Going 8, 8, and 9. So that's 6 and 7. Nope. Haven't got anything going on. I think I looked at this, haven't I? This is 5 and 8. Okay. There may be something going on. So on this row, we've got 2, 5, 8, and 9. Okay. 2, 5, 8, and 9. 2 and 8 there, so that's 5 and 9. I don't think there's anything happening there. No. No, I don't think there's anything. So we are going to move on to maybe here. 8, 9, 5, and 6. So that's 5 and 8. So I'm getting a few 5 and 8 lurking around. 5, 8, 6, and 9. This is 1, 6. 1, 5, 6, and 9. So these are 1, 5, and 6. 1, 6, 1, 5, and 6. Ooh. 1, 5, 6, and 9 on this column as well. And I've got 1 and 6 there. So this is 5 and 9. Got a 1 there. No, that's not giving us anything. What about down here? This is 1, 5, 9. 1, 2, 5, and 9. No, hold on. 2, 5, 9. 2, 5, 8, and 9. That's what I meant. Got 1 here already. So got a 5 here. So 2, 8, and... Oh, 5 and 9. So this is 2 and 8. 2, 5, 8, and 9. Can't be a 5 in these 2. Can't be a 9 there. Or there. Don't think I'm getting anything out of that either. 4, 7, 8, and 6. 4, 6, 7, 8. 4 and 6. That means that's 7 and 8. Got a pair of 7s over there. 4 and 7, so this is 6 and 8. Yeah, I'm not getting anything out of this, by the look of it. Maybe it's worth doing another scan, actually. Maybe I'm missing something glaringly obvious. Okay, let's have a look. 1s, 2s. 2s are locked in these cells, not super inspiring. 2, 2, 2. Can't see much more of the 2s. 3, 4. 4, 4, 4. 4s are down here, here, and here. 5. 5s are locked over there. Pointing pair of 5s locks a pair of 5s here. There's not much more in the way of restrictions, really, for the 5s. 6s are locked in these 3 cells. In here. Oh, there's a 6 right there, thanks to these 6s. So that's something that may be useful. Tells me there's a pair of 6s here as well. Pair of 6s over there. And these are now 5, 7, and 7, 8, and 9, and I've got 8 and 9 there, so that's a naked 7. Let's place a naked single, actually. Naked single. Do we have anything else? We didn't have X-Wing, no. So the 7 solves the 4 and the 7, which solves the 4 over here, which means this is a 4. Solving a 6, that means the 6s are locked in these 2 cells. Oh no, 6 is locked in here, actually. It opens up a 1, which means the 1s are over there and there. Okay, a lot had happened, so I may be losing track of what's changed. I'm missing 2 and 5 remaining in this box, so I'm going to pencil mark those in. These are 5 and 8. These must be 6 and 9s. Unfortunately, I've already got a 6, so I can't really say this is a 69, unfortunately. So these are 1s and 5s, which are resolvable, and the 1 and 6 are now resolved. And what else can I do? We can place this 9. Yep, this is a 9, which means the 9s are up top. Okay, I dig. This is now a triple of 2, 5, and 8. So we're going to pencil mark them in. 2, 5, and 8. 2, 5, and 8. What about these? Well, that's 6. Unlocks a 6. So in this situation where I've got both of the remaining cells in the same box and only one of them has a 5, I pretty much automatically know that this is the 5. Also, I think am I peaking? I feel I'm peaking a bit, so I'm going to turn down my voice a little bit. Turn down my gain. Just a little bit. Okay, here we go. Apologies if I was peaking early on. Which is when the audio clips at the top end of the spectrum. So these are 2, 8, and 9. Wait a second, this 7, unlocks a 7, 5, and 8, which means the 8 must be here. That solves the 2 and the 9, and this must be the other 8. Okay. Gives me another 8, 7, and 1 over here, which unlocks a 1. And what's this? This is 7. Oops. And that leaves me with a pair of 2s and 9s. Okay, 2s and 9s. Can I solve that? Yes, I can. This can't be a 2. So that must be a 2 and a 9. Basically, I noticed the 2 and 9 are interlocked on this row. So, but deducing that this cell can't be a 2, I knew that had to be the 2 and the 9. These are 5s and what are they? 2s and 5s. Oh, we can't solve that yet, actually. I do have a pointing pair of 8s over... this 8. Oh. This 8 actually solves the 5 and the 8, which solves the 5 and the 2. Which means the 2s are locked in these 2 cells. But I already know this is not a 9. So 9, 2, and 8 are resolved, giving me a 5. Which means that's the only other 5. And the 2 and the 8 are resolved. And that is today's New York Times Hard Sudoku. I hope you find it useful. I am going to bring up today's genuinely accessible Sudoku as well for us to have a dabble. Looks like a killer Sudoku today. Oh boy. Oh boy. Let's see what we've got. Okay, so normal Sudoku rules apply. Digits in cages cannot repeat, must sum to the total given. So this is just a standard killer Sudoku. And it's meant to be accessible, so let's see. Well, notice there's a 5 here, so this can't be 1 and 4 to make the 5. So the only combo that's possible is 2s and 3s. Oops. Yeah, I should have done center pencil markings. So if the 2 and 3 in place, I've got 1, 2, and 3 in place with this 9, so it must be 4 and 5, basically. Because you can't start with 1, 2, or 3. And when you hit the halfway point of a killer, you know you've exhausted all the options, at least when it's 2 numbers anyway. So we know 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 can't go in there, so this must be 6 and 7, because, oops, it must be 6 or 7, because it can't be 5 and 8. Again, you hit the halfway point with 6 and 7, so we've counted all the numbers from 1 to 5 until we hit the halfway point with 6 and 7, so we know that's not possible. These must be 9s and 8 and 9s. Well, 8 can't go in this cell, so that must be the 9, that must be the 8, so we know 1 and 9 adds to a 10. Okay, so this 7 can't have 1 or 6, but it can still be a lot numbers. Why don't we look at this? 15 is either 6, 9 or 7, 8. And it can't be 6 or 9, so this must be 7 and 8. Let's pencil mark those in. So we're kind of doing the opposite of the 1, 2, 3 here. We've got 7, 8, 9 here. So if we count downwards, we've got 5 and 6 remaining, and that's the halfway point again. So 5 and 6 tells me this, oh, let's see. Is that the halfway point when we get to 3 and 4? Yep, 3 and 4 is the halfway point. So we've got all we can with the 7, but this 4 tells me where the 3 and 4 goes. In fact, this 6 tells us where the 6 and 7 goes as well, which solves the 5 and the 6. So this 3 solves the 2 and the 3, the 4 solves the 4 and the 5. I should have noticed that sooner. That leaves me with 1 and 2, but 2 can't go there, so that must be 1 and 9, and this is 2. Okay, so I know the 2s are now locked in these 2 cells because we can't make 12 with a 2 because it has to be 2 and 10, and that's not possible. So anything else we can do? 7 solves the 7 and 8 here, so we've solved most of the numbers. This can be 1 and 7 if the 7 is locked in here because of these 2 7s. So if this is a 7, then that has to be a 7 as well, which is not possible. So we just know this is a 7, this is a 1, and therefore this is a 2. Should be able to do similar logic here with this 12 then. How did I do that? Oh, the 3s. 3s must be locked in one of these 2 cells, but it can't be 3 and 3 to make a 6, so that must be the 3 and 9. 4 must be 1 and 3, in fact, because it can't be 2 and 2. And I've got 1 here, so 1 and 3 are resolved. So there's a 4 here, there's 12. Let's see. This 12, no, we can't use the same logic as the 4 because 4 only has 1 combination. The 10, let's see, it can't be 8 and 9s. Still other possibilities going on, so we're going to leave that alone. Same with the 7, 6 still got possibles. 14, let's see, can be 8, 6 or 9, 5. Both are possible, so we're not loving that. 3, 7, 4, 6 are both possible here. Oh, have we exhausted our options? 8, 9. Oh, we may need to do some more pencil markings. So let's look at the 1s. 1, 1, 1. Oh, hang on. The 1s are locked in these 2 cells. Okay. Can this be 1 and 5? Yes, it can, but it can't be 1 and can't be 1 here and 5 there. So that's a bit of deduction. 2s are over here somewhere potentially. Can't be here though because it can't be 2 and 5 because the 5 is blocked. Okay, 2. Oh, this is a 1-2 pair actually. So that tells me this is 8 and 9. And if this is 8 and 9, that has to be 5 and 6. Which is possible. What was I looking at? 2s. Okay, so the 2s are locked in here as well. This can't be 2 and 8. So the 2 doesn't go there, which solved the 2, which means the 2's are down here. Not loving that. I now know this has to be 4 and 6 because the 4 is restricted here. Because whenever there's an L shape in a box, it's always worth having a look and see if any restrictions are in place. So these are 5, 7, and 8. Okay, well 8 has to go there. 5 and 7 in these two cells then. So 5 and 7 are out for this 12. Can't be 8 either. Can't be 8, 4. So I think the only thing left is 3, 7, because it can't be 6 and 6. So if that's 3, 9, that has to be a 6, and therefore that's a 4, which solves a 4 and a 6 over here. And can we do more with the 4s? This can't be 4 and 3 for the 7th, so we know the 4 goes up there, so the 4s are now locked in these cells. I'm not fond of the fact that when I place the numbers, like the 7 is a bit hard to read the number on the cage, so not the biggest fan. These are 5, 7, and 4. 5, 4, and 7. 4 can't go up there, so the 4 must be down here. Therefore, pair 4's down here. So, oh hi, Turtle. Please no backseating. I do like to solve my daily Sudokus on my own. So, did I actually put no backseating as a tag? Maybe I didn't do that. In which case, I should add it. So, apologies for that. Let me see. No, I'm gonna add a no backseating. At least for Sudokus. Quite comfortable solving those until I get stuck, basically. Then I will definitely ask for it. But how are you? I'm guessing you're a fan of the Sudokus. What's here? This is an 8, and that leaves me a 7 and what is it? Oh my god, I'm drawing a blank. 7, 5 and 7. There we go. 5 and 7 in place. 1, 2, 3. 2 and 3 are here as well. If that's a 3, that has to be a 4, which is not possible. So I think I just solved the 2 and 3 there. This is now 1 and 2. So this is a 2. That's going to be a 5. That solves a 5 and a 7 here, leaving me with 7s and 3. So we know the 3 goes there because of this 3. If this is 1 and 2, that has to be 4 and 5, but it can't be a 5. So it's 4 and 2. That solves the 1 and the 1 here. This can't be a 4. Okay. The 4 now goes at the bottom as well. So I think I've done all the 4s. Then gives me a pair of 1s at the bottom and a triple here, which is 6, 8, and 9. Okay, 6, 8, and 9. Can I solve that? Tells me that's 8 and 9. I'm not loving that, but I'm loving the fact that this 3 and 9 are resolved by that 3. So that tells me there's a 3 down here as well. So I think that's all the 3s. Yes. So now these are 5, 7, and 6. 5, 6, and 7. I've got 5 and 7 here overseeing this cell, so that must be the 6. That means this is 5 and 7. If it's a 5, that has to be an 8. If it's a 7, that has to be a 6. So that's still possible, 6 and 8 in those cells. These are 7, 8, and 9. So the 9s are locked over here. Any more 9s? No. I suppose I should do center markings, and 7 and 8 are remaining. Although this can't be a 7 actually. This is 8 and 9 as well, so we've got an 8, 9 pair. Therefore these are 2s and 6. Yes. So 2 must go there, 6 goes there because of that 2 up top, which tells me the 6s are locked in these 2 cells. Okay. Not a fan. Not a fan. These are 1, 9, 1, 5, and 9. Okay, 1, 5, and 9. Morning, Jagger. 1, 5, and 9, 7. So these are 7, 8, 9, and 5. There's a pointing pair of 5s. But it's pointing nowhere. Oof. There must be something useful. So 5, 7, 6, and 8. Hang on, have I done all the cages now? Oh, I have. All the cages now done. So I should be able to just do normal. Oh my god. This 2 and 1 resolved. So that solves a 1 down here. So I think that sort of 1s. Is it all the 2s? Yes, it is. I thought I was going to sneeze. I still got a sneeze in me somewhere. So, oh, any second I feel I'm going to sneeze. These are 5 and 9. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. 4s. 1, 3. What am I missing? Should I just scan numbers? 3s. 3s are done. 4s. 4s should be done as well. 5s. Yeah, 5. There's probably something going on with the 5s. So let's see. 5, 5, 5. Or maybe not. But I do know that that's a pointing pair. Oh, these are 6s and X-Wing. And that's all the 6s in place. This is a pair of 7s. Okay, so we got X-Wing with the 7s. Brilliant. X-Wing. That means the 7 has to be here. So 5 and 7 are resolved, which means this is a 5, which means that's a 6, and this must be an 8. And that means this is an 8 as well. So I didn't actually solve for the cages, actually. I thought I did. The 8 solves the 7 over there. So that's another 7, and this is therefore a 6. Which, oh, wait, no, I've already done the 6. Sorry. 8 and 9s do not resolvable. The 6 are all solved. Okay, so we're going to place a 5 here, 5 there. And this is a 9, which should do something. Oh, I thought it would do something, but it doesn't. But the 8 solves the 9. So that's 9, 8, 9, 8. And that's today's genuine accessible Sudoku. Sorry, just couldn't hold it any longer. Just had to blow my nose. So thank you for watching, YouTubers. And if you find that useful, please leave a like below. If you had a better way of solving it, today's New York Times, please leave a comment below. And if you subscribe, I will come to your house and do your Sudoku for you on a day that I feel like it. It's just an open invitation, basically. It's like a vampire rule, but for Sudokus. It's the variant Sudoku rule, basically, that you subscribe and an Alexia may come to your house. And yeah. Have a nice rest of the day. Have a good week. It is a Monday after all, so I hope your week goes well, and I shall see you same time tomorrow. And if you want to, come to Twitch and hang out with me. So I'll see you all later. Bye now.